Today, we're at the Wisconsin State Fair, where we've got crowds to sift through, exhibits to exhibit, animals to see, cheese to eat, puffs to depuff, and milk and beer to drink. But don't worry, if you're looking for the fishing, it'll all come soon enough. By now, the Wisconsin State Fair is long gone, but that doesn't mean the experience was any less interesting. It had been quite a while since I had experienced a state fair, and so my wife and I made it a task to experience our first Wisconsin State Fair during our first few months in the state. We made our way through the animal barns where we saw dozens of impressive piggies, though maybe not as impressive as this piggy. Epic dairy cows that grant the state of Wisconsin its impressive reputation. Some Clydesdale horses that seem to dwarf me even more than I'm used to, as well as some sheep and goats, which I've always seemed to have a soft spot for. I mean, look at this guy. I'm starting to think he isn't laying in a big pile of straw, if you know what I mean. After checking out the animals, it was time to check out some exhibits. I was thoroughly impressed by some of the 4-H creations shown off at the fair, as well as Wisconsin DNR's building showing off a number of state wildlife. I was also impressed that they gave me an entire deck of fish identification cards. And if you don't know what those are, they're little flashcards that different states provide which help you in identifying state fish. I even posted on the BZ Hub Instagram how excited I was that we had received the cards, because I like to use them during live streams. However, when I got home, I was surprised to find out that I somehow managed to get what I can only assume is the DNR's entire inventory of muskellunge cards. Though I will say, in the world of fish species in card form, this felt a lot like opening an entire deck of Charizards. So that itself was pretty cool. If you happen to work for the Wisconsin DNR though, I would happily trade you back your stock of muskies in exchange for a full deck of different fish, so please just comment down below. From here, it was time to try some fair food, and I had my eye on some fan favorites. For one, these absolutely massive cream puffs, which Allison is showing off here, which we paired with an Oktoberfest from New Glarus Brewing Company.
Just give it to a random person.
No! Just squirts out the other end.
We then traveled back into the main part of the fair to try the chicken tacos. Oh, sorry, that doesn't sound Wisconsin enough. No, these were cheese curd tacos. Yes, you heard me right. Freshly made tortillas, creamy sauce drizzled over Wisconsin cheese curds.
All right, we're gonna try the cheese curd taco here. The crispy fried tortilla shell, and then you got the cheese curds and the pickle inside. It's pretty good.
After the tacos, we then made our way to the Milk House, where we were able to experience strawberry cheesecake milk, cookies and cream milk, root beer milk, and salted caramel milk.
Just the cookie and the cream just tastes like a really good chocolate milk, I think anyway.
Really?
Salted caramel, it's exactly what I thought it would taste like, just kind of like a coffee or something like that. Strawberry, have you tried the strawberry yet? Yeah?
Yeah.
It really tastes like strawberry. They say strawberry cheesecake, but I don't know about that. And lastly, we got the root beer. That definitely tastes like root beer. I get that. Yeah, it's root beer milk basically. And only $1 a cup. It's pretty good for like kids and stuff like that. Oh, we're also next to a ginormous shopping cart.
But before we left the state fair through the room of salespeople, I had to fulfill a childhood dream of tasting a deep fried Oreo. I knew they were bad for me, I knew my mother would roll her eyes when she saw this part of the video, and yet.
I have wanted to try a deep fried Oreo for the longest time, and I always thought they were either expensive or just really bad for you, but today I don't care. I'm just going to try one, so here we go. Okay, kind of like a funnel cake, but like chocolate inside. You got the cream and the powdered sugar on top. I understand. It's like a chocolate. Yeah, it tastes kind of like a chocolate cookie funnel cake. These are okay.
But now, a change of pace.
How's it going, everybody? We're at a little neighborhood pond. I know there's a ton of carp at, so we are out here. We've just spot out a little bit of bait, and now we're gonna throw out our rods. You can see here we got our pack bait and our bucket, and we got our rods. We're gonna see what we can catch today. This is a video I have wanted to make for a really long time. The water in the background, that makes for a cooler background. But it's a little bit of a walk from the parking lot all the way down here, and I kind of wanted to travel light, which is why I brought the 3 telescopic rods today, trying them out. They are a little light, I think, for throwing a 2-ounce lead with pack bait, but I am curious what it'll be like with a carp on the line. I think that'll be really interesting to see. There's plenty of carp out here. Hopefully that isn't like a jinx sort of thing, but I'm thinking we have a good chance of getting a fair amount of bites. I did want to show off this Kingswell rod. I have been using this in a lot of the videos since I've come to Wisconsin. This is just a little telescopic rod, but this thing, even though it's so small, and I pack it in my backpack, on my backpack, I guess, this thing extends out to almost 8 feet in length. Ridiculous. And I really like it for that reason, and it's just a classy design as well. In spirit with the rest of my compact stuff, I do have a little compact net as well, which I used when I was in England for a lot of those pike and perch and stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't extend for very much, but you are able to fit a decent sized fish in this little thing here, even though it doesn't look too big, and it does extend out a good 3 to 4 feet. So it does help get down to some certain areas. I know a lot of times we were fishing off like the canals and stuff like that in England, and I'd have to reach down all the way down to the bottom just to get those pike out of there. So definitely came in handy, and I'll definitely be taking something similar to Taiwan, if not this same net. Well, the alarm's not going off, but I'm pretty sure we have fish on here. Oh yeah, he's heading right to us. Whoa! It's like a freshwater tarpon. Love when they pull out drag like that. For such a small fish, he's putting up a fight, and that's what I love about him. He says, I do not want to be caught. Bud, not your day, bud, not your day. Oh, let's get you in the net here. There we go. Top notch. Our first fish of the day, a little tiny carp. Wow, top notch. When you live around here in these little neighborhood ponds and stuff like that, and you know, you watch on TV all the time people catching bass and stuff like that, you may go out, you know, a half dozen times going out for that 1 bass or 2 bass or something, but these ponds are loaded with carp, you guys, you know, and it's really easy to get discouraged if you're not catching those bass like you're seeing lots of people catch on YouTube and TV shows and whatnot. So that's what we're aiming to change, right? Catch more of these good guys. Good old gold on them and beautiful dorsal fins sticking up. You can feel the muscle going through this guy. He is ready to go. So cool though. He says, let me go, man. Well, let's let this guy go, but that is a perfect start. Oh, cool. Our first little neighborhood carp outside Milwaukee. Let's let this guy go. He's a first. He's small, but he's good. Stamina. He was out of the water for a good 2-3 minutes, but he took off like no trouble. That's how strong these carp are. With it. Seems like a little bit bigger of a fish. Oh, gotta love that. A little bit bigger of a fish than that last one. Sure isn't putting up much of a fight. He is bigger. Yeah, he's bigger. Not by much, but he is. Oh, he's seeing me now. Seeing me now. He says, no way, Jose. Ooh. You know, despite being bigger than the last one, I still don't think it's more than like 5 pounds, maybe. I mean, it's not a big carp by any means. It's still very small, but it is bigger than the last one, so if we can land him, I'll be happy. Ooh, how much strength they have when they feel the end. The end is near. There we go. Nice. It is a little bit bigger. Okay, top notch. So I can kneel down here. This is a little bit bigger of a fish. Not too much bigger, but it is bigger. Right on, man. So we're looking at maybe 4 or 5 pounds here now. Good 26 inches on this guy. To think that this is like literally just swimming around in people's backyards. I mean, you could come out any day and do the exact same things we're doing, just with a little bit of pack bait on a sinker, throwing it out there with that hook, a little fake corn or real corn, whatever you want to do, and it's right there. Good 5-6 pound fish. So right on. Well, let this guy go just like the others, but hey, gotta be happy about that. Spending an hour or two sitting alongside a neighborhood pond and you pull out a fish, and they only get bigger from here, you know. From the last one we caught, and this one's a little bit bigger, and they just keep on getting bigger. But yeah, top notch. Let's let this guy go. See you later there, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. There he goes. Now, I might get interrupted by a bite here, but I wanted to show off. These are our just little sinkers here, but these are specially made for carp. And we're going to take this pack bait, which was made from panko breadcrumb, jello mix, and cream corn. Mix it all together, and you create this kind of crummy little pack bait, which you can stick around that sinker like so. And then you've got your little attractant. You can see this is on a little lead clip here. You can get 100 of these lead clips for like 10 bucks on Amazon. Super cheap, even if you're going for catfish and you use sinkers. Similar setup with a little leader coming off, a little swivel there. And then of course we have what could be probably the hardest part of it, is just your little hook setup with some fake corn. You could use real corn as well, but this is a little bait screw. You could put a little bait screw on here with a little stopper. You can get these on Amazon for another 10 bucks. Or you can get the entire leader for, like, you can get a 4-pack of them for, you know, honestly, you can get a 3 times 4-pack of them, so 12 liters altogether for like 15 bucks. So good way to get into carp fishing and catch more carp while you're out, if you got a good spot for it, or if you just want to try it out. This is a great way to get all the carp in your area. But we just stuck the hook right into the side there, and then we're just going to toss this out. Little toss and almost hit another carp right on the head. Now these alarms here, these are fancier ones, but you can get cheaper ones. You can get a set of 3 alarms just like this for about $60 on Amazon. And the you know, when the line goes through, starts to make noise for you. Really can make it a lot of fun. You can just sit back, relax on your phone, or drink a beverage or two, and then when you have a carp come along, take it, and it'll let you know, which is really nice. And I will say, a lot of this stuff, you know, like anything else, you know, you can start very simple, very cheap, and just get started. And when you enjoy it more, then you can start putting out a little bit more money, get some fancier stuff, which is where I'm at in my carp fishing career. But I will start to put stuff in the description. That way, if you are wanting to get started, you can just go down there, click on those Amazon links. I'm not even sure if they're gonna pay me all that much or not, but it can be your easy way of buying something you were gonna buy already and give back to the channel a little bit. But I'll just post down there just a few beginner carp stuff that you can choose if you want to get or not, if you want to get into this sort of stuff. But it's a lot of fun, and I recommend giving it a try. Oh man. Ooh, goodness. Been pretty happy with these hookups we've been having though. Other than the first one that got off, all of them have been pretty well on. All right, there we go. Top notch. Not as big as the last one, but similar size as that first one we caught. Go to 24, 25 inches. But yeah, top notch. Couldn't be more than 2.5 pounds, but still fun to be out here just relaxing in the afternoon, catching some fish, and having a nice little fight. I mean, you can see how we angled that rod back and forth, because it kept going left and right and left and right, and man, is it fun. So cool. let's get this guy back in the water, and we might have to call it the end of the day, especially as my alarm's going off here, everybody. I had a great time today. Hopefully you all did too. I mean, I hope what I'm trying to show here is, you know, you have so many opportunities to go after great fish like this, and it's just a missed opportunity if you're not coming out here and trying it. And like I said, if you do want to try it, I'm going to put links down in the description. Click the links that, you know, give me a little bit of a percentage if you want to. I don't think it adds on to the price whatsoever. Or just look it up on your own if you really hate me that much. Doesn't matter to me, man. But hopefully you give it a try, because it is a lot of fun. And if you have kids, you know, you can be off, you know, passing the soccer ball or something, or football or whatever, and then when the alarms go off, run down there, get the rod out, start fighting this fish. It's just a blast. It's just a little step up from hitting up those sunfish, you know, the bluegill and the green sunfish and whatnot. So I hope if you do want to give it a try, you check those out and try it for yourself. But if you enjoyed this vlog, everyone, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I hope to get out here and catch some more fish, though I know that the salmon are going to be running, and I know that we're going to be going out sturgeon fishing here soon, and we got a duck hunt coming up in November. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up in the future, not to mention the trip to Taiwan, everybody. So tons of fun. If you want to see any of that, subscribe now, obviously, so that you can get the notification, hit the bell and all that jazz. But I hope you're excited for the next video, because I certainly am, everyone. Take care. We'll see you next time, and as always, it's always a great day to be a modern day outdoorsman, everybody. See you next time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more content in the future. Feel free to check out a few of our other videos on the Modern Day Outdoorsman, or check out BZ Hub, our outdoor gaming channel, with new videos every week.